Great news, because Insomniac added the Far From Home suits to Spider-Man PS4 via update 1.16, and yes, they look amazing. So I will show you them in action, in the photo mode, in the metro, in cutscenes. So let's get into it. It would be awesome if you could leave a like on the video, as it shows your support. And let's go. If you download the small 380 MB update, then you can swing around in these awesome new suits. You first need to have reached the point where you crafted the advanced suit though, so you can't immediately use the suits if you, let's say, just bought the game, but you will get to this point very early and can then select them from the menu. They do not have a suit power just like the other DLC suits, but they do look very nice and are of course similar to the suits we see in the new Far From Home movie that I still need to watch, by the way. It releases tomorrow here in the Netherlands and is of course out in the US and a ton of other countries right now, and we'll be swinging to every big screen around the world in the next few days. So if you, like me, cannot wait, then you can already swing around and beat up some bad guys while looking like the Spider-Man from that movie. We got the upgraded suit, that is your regular Spidey suit but with a ton of black touches instead of the more regular blue. It looks really cool, and as always, I'm insanely impressed by the quality. Like, the material in this suit and every suit of course in the game is as if it's really handmade, with the white spider on the back as well. I love the hands with the red fingers, while most of the arm is black. And speaking of black, we also got the full black stealth suit. This is a more BV armor with some attributes like some cool glosses. I don't want to go into the origins, as we will find that out in the movie, but I do like how this suit kind of adds some nice variety to the selection we already got. I still prefer the upgraded suit because I'm more a person that prefers a more regular Spidey look, but I can totally see why I would make a case for this suit over the upgraded suit. And once again, the details, the material in this suit as well is insane. We do have some interesting gloves that are not covered up completely, like the fingers are naked. And if we look at the back, it feels like Spider-Man is like wearing a vest, but it's like incorporated in the suit. Looks really good. I'm curious what your favorite of the new suits is. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you're going to see the new movie and when you're going to see it, I'm super curious. If this isn't a good reason to at least boot up Spider-Man PS4 again and swing around, maybe do some missions in the New Game Plus, then I really don't know what is. And it was always a question, right? Will they do it? Will they release these suits for the game that came out in September last year? The last update was released in March and we got one in January before that. So it would have made sense if they just said we are going to move on and hold on to these suits for the inevitable sequel. Like, that would have made sense in my opinion. On the other hand, this of course some great marketing for that movie that is out right now. So now the more than 10 million people, it might be 12 million at this point, that bought the game will be like, wait, there's a new update. What? Those are the suits from the new movie. Wait, it's out right now. Let's go watch it. I mean, you got your core Spider-Man fans playing this game, so they would totally be down for going to the movies as well. And yes, it's really true that Spider-Man sold insanely well, more than 10 million units. It's even the number 6 best-selling PS4 game in the US, while it has been on the market for less than a year. Like, it's above a Call of Duty game. Okay, it is Infinite Warfare, but that was still the best-selling game of the year when it released back in 2016. Spider-Man sold more than Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 1 was insanely huge. It's the best-selling PS4 exclusive, like it sold more than God of War. This game is an insane hit, and it's really awesome to see that Insomniac is like, let's release it for free. Of course, again, it's an advertisement, but they could have charged a few bucks for it and people would have gladly paid it, but instead it's a free update, just like the Fantastic Four suits that we saw in January or the webbed suits that we saw before that. Insomniac also released a blog post for the 2 new suits that are available right now, and it kind of sounds like a goodbye for this game, and that would of course totally make sense that this is the final update that we will see, with no other content of course planned. While we are busy working away here at Insomniac Games, we could not pass up the opportunity to once again team up with Sony Interactive Entertainment, Marvel and Sony Pictures Entertainment to celebrate the release of Spider-Man Far From Home in theaters now. So yes, it really sounds like while we're working on likely the sequel for Spider-Man, and they of course have a ton of other projects in the works there as well, they're doing VR stuff at Insomniac, they still did not want to forget this game and at least give these free suits to celebrate the launch. And again, it makes a ton of sense. So totally download the update, swing around, beat up some enemies, and then go watch the movie. I think that that's a pretty solid plan. That's at least what I will be doing. I will likely give my review of the film or my short impressions on Twitter at YourRaptor, or maybe my Instagram, YourRaptor as well. So follow me there if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel for everything on the future of Spider-Man on the PlayStation. Is the sequel going to be on the PS4 and the PS5? I would go for that, although it could of course also be a PS5 exclusive. I will keep you up to date here of course on the channel, so totally subscribe to miss nothing. I'm also covering Marvel's Avengers. That looks pretty cool. I know that the reveal maybe was not really that exciting, but trust me, I saw the behind closed doors demo at E3 and was pretty impressed, so hopefully they release the gameplay for everyone later. I will keep you up to date on that game here, so like the video to support the channel, check out my previous Marvel's Avengers video to already get a taste of that game. Maybe you already watched that in that case. Awesome. For now, I will speak to you next time. Download the update, have fun at the movies, and goodbye.